Enjoy the show! Hey, my name's John, and recently I've been pretty tired of playing the same few games on repeat. I'm sure everybody has their favorites, and for me it's Dota, but repeatedly playing the same multiplayer game end on end was, to put it gently, making me lose my mind. And the thought of jumping into another mindless multiplayer game such as Valorant or CSGO to fill the empty void isn't exactly going to overcome this feeling of staleness that I was feeling. And it doesn't help that AAA games weren't looking all that hot at the moment, so I was looking for something that was made by more of an indie developer. So after a bit of thinking, I decided to play something that honestly has been on my backlog for way too long: Celeste. Yeah, I get it, 5 years late to the party, but what can you do? Backlogs are backlogs. Now, if you're a fan of indie games and platformers in particular, chances are you've already heard of Celeste. But if you're anything like me, the only thing you knew about this game was that it's pretty hard and otherwise pretty colorful. So Celeste is a indie 2D platformer developed by Maddie Make Games and released in 2018. And in this, we follow our protagonist Madeline on her mission to climb to the summit of Celeste Mountain, all the while meeting a small but enduring cast of characters, as well as a narrative that is as wholesome as it is lovable. And while it may appear at first as just another run-of-the-mill indie platform, I think you'll quickly be finding out that Celeste has a lot to offer. Like most single-player games, the narrative is a core part of what makes Celeste so great. The story starts off with Madeline arriving at the mountain aptly named Celeste Mountain in an attempt to climb it out of frustration, with the mountain serving as both a literal and figurative obstacle for the player to climb. And without too much spoilers, the game does a good job in exploring some themes about mental health and personal insecurities that might otherwise be missing in other single-player games. And mechanics-wise, it's a standard 2D platformer, and for a majority of the game, you only have 3 main mechanics: a dash, a jump, and a wall hold. And while for a vast majority of the game you won't be obtaining any permanent power-ups, the true mechanics of the game is how different each of the major chapters are, with some chapters featuring springs, launchers, and different enemies, and each of them feeling unique to play without overloading the core simplicity of the game. And if you're looking for more of a challenge and extra content for the game, it also features collectibles for you to find, featuring strawberries which are scattered throughout the playthrough, as well as tapes which serve as items for you to find. And that's not all. After completing the main story, Celeste still has plenty to offer. See, remember those tapes that we collected before? Yeah, turns out they aren't for show. They're actually for unlocking an extra area called B-Side for every chapter, which does a nice job of focusing on the mechanics of each chapter while also turning up the intensity. And if you finish that, there's both the extra chapter 9 as well as the C-Sides available for you to play. If you're a fan of indie games or just looking for an inspiring, emotionally charged experience, you're in for a treat. It's a genre-defining gem that seamlessly blends storytelling and mechanics, making it an absolute standout in the world of indie games. And I would highly recommend giving it a try, especially if you like platformers. Thanks for watching, until next time.